Hi, thank you for joining me. This is going to be a quick video. I found it so amusing. Maybe it's because I'm twisted. But this was about the time Pastor Greg Locke got rebuked in church. It did not go well. I guess I find it amusing because he rebukes people all the time. But this was around the time, I believe it was in 2018, when he had fallen in love with his church secretary, who just happened to be his wife's best friend and confidant. And she was also married to someone else. And they started, an affair. And then he set about to get rid of his wife, Belisha. So everyone knew it at the time of this, that this gentleman comes in with his camera to rebuke the pastor, which, in their realm of Southern Baptist belief, divorce is not an okay thing. Like, it's worse than abuse, so it's never okay to do that unless you're Greg Locke and instead of fixing yourself, you decide to break your wife. But at this time, hundreds of those text messages were floating around of him just being horrible to her. He was spiritually and emotionally abusive to her, and a few times even physically abusive. So this guy comes in and he decides that he's going to rebuke the pastor. I believe he's live streaming on Facebook as he's doing this. So let's get started. It's very quick. Doesn't last long.
So many of y'all came out, hallelujah, for a good time in the Lord. Brother Locke.
Oh yeah, you're going to have a good time.
John chapter 6. I like happy people. Amen. Thank God for happy folks. And I love happy singing and happy worship, and that is a blessing. Yes, sir.
Can we pray before you start?
You sure can. I always pray before we get started, but yeah, we'll.
Because Lord, I really, I've been watching your stuff for a couple of months, and I know there's been a lot of stuff going on.
Amen.
And some of us need to tremble.
Yeah.
When the devil is against us.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean what you think he means.
Just broken,
Greggy.
for what's been going on. And
Okay, so
this brother needs prayer right now.
He's obviously got some kind of a handheld camera, which is why you're probably feeling dizzy.
Yeah. Not like all of us, not dumb, but right now. All right.
Oh man, hold the camera still. Okay, there's two things you need to know. One is Pastor Locke there has his hand on this gentleman's arm, so I think he believes that the guy is asking to be prayed over or prayed on, because he's got his hand on him and he's praying. Then you hear everybody else in the church too. If you've never been, to a Southern Baptist service, it's very much a spectator sport. Nobody really listens to anybody else. They just all do their own thing. That's what you're hearing, all these people just doing it together, but differently.
In a time, Lord God, there's so much turmoil and so much yelling and so much
Jesus, in the name of your Son, we come before you, and we know that the devil is just having his way.
The devil's always having his way with the Southern Baptist.
Is this man right here is not living up to what a pastor needs to be.
The problem is this guy. Wait a minute, I want to try to catch it. There we go. Oh, Greg. This is not a good day for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. All right.
He is not.
Get out of here now. Go on. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go on.
He is not.
Get out.
Don't touch me.
Walk out.
Don't you just touch me. That's assault.
Just smacked him. You're going to call the police? What police are you going to call? He's rebuking somebody in church. What do you have, a hotline to the holy police? You're
on Facebook right now. And you're assaulting. Don't assault me. You want me to call the police?
Look at these two. They're like, we're just going to pretend like this isn't happening. A church is supposed to be sacred ground. So we're opting for denial right now.
This man his wife. He put his wife on a plane. Touch me as assault. If you touch me again, you have a say assault. You threatening me to be throwing punches. You threatening me?
I believe that was Pastor Locke who just said, y'all don't need to be throwing punches. So yeah, they are shoving him out of, I mean, they didn't even give him an option. Although, since he's there with he's there with live Facebook, there's obviously someone there with him with, the Nikon camera. I want to take a photograph. So, this is obviously a publicity stunt. But excuse me, if you look in Merriam-Webster's dictionary, beside the word publicity stunt, is a picture of Greg Locke. So it's very cultish to me. Why they didn't just go, sir, you have to leave now. This is disruptive. They immediately jumped up and started wailing on this guy. I will say that no one was hurt in the making of this video, but they definitely roughed him up.
No, you're assaulting me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
That sounds like my kids when they would sit behind me in the car and bicker with each other and, stop touching me, stop looking at me, you're touching me.
Stop touching me.
Man, they shoved him over that threshold.
We're leaving. We're leaving now.
Get out the police are on their way.
I don't care. That doesn't matter.
We just beat you up. And we called the police on ourselves. Just for good measure.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean? The police have been notified. It's not against the law to rebuke someone in church. You guys do it all the time. Greg Locke does it all the time.
Come on. I don't care. You're a
Look
You
at
can ask me to leave on me.
his clothes are all. His clothes are all messed up.
They grabbed my phone, Tim. They grabbed my camera. She broke your camera?
No, she grabbed it. All right.
Now he's just trolling him.
She grabbed the lady.
Yeah, they grabbed
I mean, she's jerked. All right, folks, there you go. That's what happens. In the name of the Lord. Woo!
Seriously, old boy. You go into a church and you cause it seriously could have been an episode of a Jerry Springer show. The only thing that I regret is that he was holding his camera like that and making me dizzy and we didn't get the full effect of all of those Greg Locke parishioners going nuts when this guy is like, we got a problem. It's with this guy. And Greg is just standing there going, oh, this took a turn. I wasn't expecting this. But he rebukes people like multiple times during each sermon. So, I mean, I don't really have much sympathy for him. I do have empathy for him, but he's the one that chose to sabotage his entire life. And I feel like he's got a lot of unresolved issues, and this guy is one of them. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you felt like I got way too much glee out of that, you can let me know in a comment below. But I wanted to share that with you guys so we could enjoy it together. Again, this man was not harmed. Not for lack of trying, though. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this with me. If no one has told you today yet that you're important and that you matter, it's really necessary for me to let you know that, because it is very, very true. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.